Here is the very first episode of my video blog, and in this I will be sharing something for you guys. A little thing I wrote a little while ago. Here it is. Why do people feel the need to tear others down? Bullies, they come in packs as if they're weak on their own. It's a shame how they call people out for their bodily appearances. What people don't understand is that when they target someone new, someone who's almost always happy, they not only hurt that person's family as well. That person's family has to watch them go through pain, and that person's family sometimes doesn't have a clue on how to help them. The type of people who label others are the very type of people who can possibly drive a person to go to extreme measures to stop their pain, like committing suicide, cutting themselves, or worst of all. A person can never forget or numb the pain of the words inflicted on their hearts. Those wounds are not only deep, but they are also permanent, and they can never go away. If you can understand what I'm saying in this, you can also understand how people can hurt themselves for some reason. What people understand is they're also not being able to reconcile or something like that. But I also have one more thing I'm going to share with you. A short story on how I came to be who I am right now. My name is Alyssa, and I am a girl of many words. The words I use sometimes confuse people, but I believe that when words have power, words can be dangerous. But they can also be helpful. I came to believe that words have power when I was in grade school. Grade school, almost every day, I felt the onslaught of dangerous words. Every day, I dreaded going to school. Every day, I feared the people who used vicious words towards me. Day by day, a part of me died, and that part was something I called the light in my soul. By the end of grade school, before the light had died out, it gave birth to something. It gave birth to darkness. And with that darkness came anger, hatred, negativity, and worst of all, my alter ego, who I called Monster. Monster is me. Monster is who I have become. To make matters worse, I embraced Monster with open arms. Together, Monster and I treated others as we had been treated in the past. In the process of all this, the light started to faintly glow once again. It was then I knew a part of me was trying to regain consciousness. Monster also knew as well. Monster was strong. Monster knew that if the light grew strong once more, he would disappear. I knew this too. So to help the light, I took up writing. All of my sadness, pain, anger, hatred, vengeance, and suffering flow out of me and onto paper. I wrote constantly, and the saying, "The pen is mightier than the sword," had reigned true. Slowly but surely, as I kept writing, the light grew stronger, and as the light gained its true form, Monster grew furious. He pushed and shoved against the light, but to no avail. The light was strong, and Monster knew it. Monster did not cease fighting, and in the end, Monster lost the battle. The light, victorious, took control. The light became me, my true self. Together, the light and I caged Monster like the wild animal he is. I laughed at Monster. "Ha! You thought you controlled me, but no. You are weak," I snarled at Monster. Rage burned in Monster's eyes. "I'll be back," he snarled with a terrifying laugh. Scared, I ran and hid behind the light, for I knew that Monster was right. He would try and break free. He would try and take control once more. That scared me more than anything, because it hurt me to lose my friends, the ones I loved. Then the light hugged me tight, smothering with warmth. She looked towards Monster and shook her head with disgust. "If you ever break free, I will be there to knock you off your feet." The light said, "I will not let you harm her." "The light," my protector said sternly. Monster growled once more, then disappeared into the darkness. From that moment on, my protectress embraced me with warmth, happiness, and joy. After all this, I realized that words can be and are my friends. When Monster was in control, I used dangerous words, but now that he is gone, I use my knowledge of words to give advice, to write, and most importantly, I use my words to stand up for what I believe in. And that's my short story on how I came to be who I am now. My inner battle of who I am. And it may be hard to believe, but everybody has an inner battle whirling around inside them. Just come to terms with yourself, and you will soar. I took up writing because it made me happy. I could express my emotions on paper. I sing, and I sung more and more every time after I was finished writing. It made me feel free. I read more too. Reading was an escape for me too, just like reading and writing are. Reading, writing, and singing are my escapes, my happy places. Find your happy place, and you can soar. Being able to hurt others, like that, I don't know how a person could live like that. I didn't know how I lived like that when I was starting middle school. I would be a negative person, very negative actually. I would get violent towards people. Punch, hit, kick, slap. But that was wrong. So, in 7th grade, I thought of what I did, how I lost my friends. And, matter of fact, I realized I came to terms with it. It also caused me to get depressed. But when I hit 8th grade, no more. I thought, no more. You are who you are, Alyssa, and you were made who you are, and pardon my language, but you should be damn proud of who you are and how you were made. How your flaws, your personality, your awkwardness makes you who you are. And I came to terms with that, saying, I will not let what people say about me bug me. That does happen. People say about me bugs me sometimes, but I am proud of who I am. I wouldn't change it one bit. My friends, my family are there for me when I need a shoulder to cry on. I love them. And they set me for who I am. So I don't really care most of the time what people say about me now. I am happy the way I am. And it takes a while for that to happen. I was confused with my emotions. I didn't know which was happiness, which was sadness, but I knew what was depression. But I also knew that writing all the way to this point where I am now is what made me happy. I love life, plain and simple. It can be great, it can be full of hardships, but it's all just a challenge. And you can't quit. Don't stop fighting. You are beautiful. You are a fighter. Keep fighting for what you believe in and who you are. Keep fighting.